Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this video we're going to be going through the Paladin levels 50 through 80 job quests. Now, why am I level 70? This was not the tank that I boosted. Because if you recall, back when I did Bard, oh no, it was Monk, I had boosted 4 jobs. And Paladin was not one of them. Well, I broke down. My will to go through Palace of the Dead was no longer there, so I went ahead and boosted Paladin and Dark Knight to 70 so I can get out of Palace of the Dead nonsense. I can't stand Palace of the Dead anymore. So yeah, I know I said I wasn't gonna boost any more jobs, but I'm only down to my last 4. Not including Blue Mage, because as I mentioned before, Blue Mage is gonna be like the very last thing I ever level, and that's after the Gatherers and Crafters too. So, yeah. So, yeah. Thankfully we have the New Game Plus feature. Hey Jen, what's going on? I'm a little late to the party, but we live in troubling times, Cecil, as you well know. That is why it is more important than ever than the Sultan's sworn to stand ready to serve as the sword and the shield of the Sultanate. For a time, I feared that our order was doomed, but then you helped us to restore a good name. Your shining example inspired many young men and women to seek us out. Even as we speak, they train to hone their skills. A few words of encouragement from the famed Free Paladin herself would do much to motivate them further, I should think. Perhaps you would consider paying them a visit at Camp Blue Fog? Sure. Oh man. Yeah, but I could not stand going through Palace of the Dead one more time. I just can't. I can't. I'll probably do it one more time just for a full clear run for a video, but that's not gonna be for a while, and that's if I even decide to do it. Same goes for Heaven on High. I can handle Heaven on High more so than Palace of the Dead, but Heaven on High is starting to get there too. So I'll have to go through Heaven on High one more as Gunbreaker, but I can live with that. Just not Palace of the Dead. Please, anything but that. It's torture. A pleasure to meet you, Cecil. My name is Owen. At the moment, Felice and I are conducting drills with the new recruits at the East Watchtower. They'll be thrilled to see you, I'm sure. Okay. Where we at? Since we all know you're a woman of few words, I thought we might forego the speech and instead ask you to favor us with a display of swordsmanship. We've laid out bait for the basilisks already, in fact. You need to only wait for them to come. I like how these people point out that we barely talk. Like, we don't talk at all, and I like how they point it out. I mean, this basilisk is standing right in front of it? No? It's this one. What you think? Not much for a swordsmanship display. A truly arousing performance, Cessa. Thank you. Was it? I don't know about that. Your expectations are pretty low if it was. It's one thing to talk about proper technique, but an altogether different thing to see it firsthand. I think it's safe to say that the crews will long remember this day, as will I. Oh, alright. Great. Wonderful. I go back to Jen. Lord Almighty. Well, why do they do this? Welcome. Why can't you say welcome? I gather the crews took your lesson to heart. With that, I had some way to repay you, some knowledge or technique to bequeath to you. I am humbled to admit that there is nothing I can teach you. All I can offer you is my heartfelt thanks. Pray go forth, my friend. Continue to defend the people of Ul'dah and Eorzea at large. Well, guess they mean to tell me to find a new teacher. Beg your pardon, Cecila. Oh, hello. What's going on? We need to talk, but not here. At the dispatch yard, outside the city. Uh-oh. What's this about? Was it gonna take me there? Oh. Where the hell is the dispatch yard? Where's that? Was that the one train yard? All right. I guess it doesn't matter which gate I exit out because it's about the same distance. Oh, I flew over it. What's going on? Thank you for coming, Cecila. You must be wondering why I called you here. It concerns Sulk. What did I call you? I called you Sulk? I think I called him Sulk, didn't I? It's been so long since I did the Paladin videos, I don't remember. But I'm gonna go with Sulk. Genlin's predecessor. As you may recall, he continued to search for Oathkeeper, the sword stolen from us by the monetarist minions. From time to time, he sends me missives sharing with me his latest discoveries. His most recent one contained a startling claim. He wrote that he had found the sword, at long last. But that was some time ago. He has not contacted me since. I will not trouble Genlins with this news. Not until I learn what has become of Sulk, at the very least. Will you help me find him? Uh-oh. I knew I could count on you, Cecila. For now, all I know is that his last missive came to me by the way of Ishgard. Once I learn more, we can begin the search in earnest. Oh boy. That's not good. Ah, just the woman I was hoping to see. I now know that from where Sulk sent his missive to me. Falcon's Nest, a hamlet in the Korthos Western Highlands. It is there I would have you begin your search. Killing Oathkeeper would do much to restore the honor of the Sultansworn, but we must not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must find our missing man. That's not good. What is this guy getting himself into now? Oops. Okay. I guess I gotta ask around, huh? I'll tell you one thing. The hardest part for glamour is finding a decent shield glamour. I've always struggled finding a good shield glamour. Like there's no good shield. There's like no shields in this game so far that's really caught my eye. The only thing that's caught my eye is probably the Zeta shield for Paladin, but I'm not gonna go through the effort to go through the whole relic process just for a shield. Not again. I did it on my main, but I'm not doing it again. Sulk? Never heard of him. Was he one of the new craftsmen working with 100 Eyes? Sorry, you see an awful lot of new faces around here. Most don't leave an impression, other than the heretics and bandits, that is. Oh, shit. Where am I going? I gotta go up. There was a pitched battle the other night out in the wastes, involved a rather large man and a party of his fellow heretics. I should hear the scouts tell it. Naturally, we chose not to intervene. They wish to kill each other, but then by all means. A Rogadine Paladin? Well, I do recall a child who spent several days here at least. Alright, well maybe this 100 Eyes guy can tell me something. heard you asking after Rogadine in a fashion that might give a man cause to worry. Aye, I know Soul. Knew, I should say. Older fellow spent some time chatting with the young blood. He came through like the rest of us before him, looking for the same thing we all do. Bandits ambushed him in the night out in the wastes. Buried him with my own 2 hands the next day out near Camp River's meet. Constraint took it especially hard, close as he was to him. Oh, he's dead? No! No way! My buddy! He's really gotten himself into trouble. What's going on here? You're right. Hello, his blessings to you be upon you, miss. To say that was a rather frightful experience. Were you a friend of Sulk's too? Good. That is to say, my condolences. I knew there would be there had to be others who would want to know. 'Twas the work of Death's Embrace, I'd wager. Those fiends you slew just now were sent by them as well. My kinsmen think them but another band of sellswords or heretics. If only they knew what they were truly capable of. I can only hope that they'll heed my warnings this time. If you excuse me. No, he can't be dead. No, there's no way! I refuse to believe he's dead. Cecil, this is Papa Sean. Have you found Salt? Gods almighty, he's slain by Death's Embrace? I heard some of those bastards were still skulking about, but I never thought they would try to... Wait, could it be that they were the ones who held Oathkeeper? And that they killed Sulk when he tried to take it back? Damn it all, we've still no answers. Though there is still the boy. Get after him and find out what he knows. Shit. Alright. A pleasure to see you again, miss. Was there something you wish to discuss? So you're that free paladin so told me about. It's an honor to meet you at last, says Cecila. That is, for the second time. My name is Constraint. Truly honored, miss. Truly honored. Sorry if I'm a bit out of sorts. It's just, I've been thinking about him a lot. But the day we first met, when he saved me, how his sword gleamed as he danced among the wolves. I begged him to teach me the ways of the paladin, so I could save others like he had saved me. He must have turned me down a dozen times before he finally relented. Probably because he caught me asking about Oathkeeper. But I suppose he didn't think I was strong enough to help him reclaim the sword. Why else would he sneak off the challenge Death's Embrace while I was away? I should have been there, Cecila. I should have been there. I've decided I'm going to take it back. Oathkeeper, I mean. You said I wasn't ready to wield the soul, but what choice do I have now that he's gone? You want to find it too, don't you? Then help me, Cecila, please. Sure. You will? I'll only be praised. You won't regret this. Oh, if Sulk could see us now, 2 paladins united in purpose. Well, I suppose it's rather premature for me to claim the title, isn't it? 1 veteran paladin and 1 aspiring paladin, then. United in purpose. We shall recover the Oathkeeper and bring Sulk's murderers to justice. As soon as I uncover new information, that is. And get yourself some armor, too, because you can't be a paladin with that kind of gear on. I have tidings, Cessa. Hidden among Sulk's belongings was a journal, a final entry which contains what appears to be a map of the Gorgain holding. He marked a spot near the river, though he did not write why. Yet considering how devoted he was to recovering Oathkeeper, surely he has some relation? I say we sally forth and investigate. We may encounter wild beasts or worse, of course, but we're well equipped to face them. Well, as I say, you are. You call yourself a paladin, but you're not even equipped. You're not even equipped for it. What is this? It's like I'm dealing with a sprout. It's a sprout paladin. But then I can't really complain because my glamour isn't really, well, suitable for a paladin either. So I guess I don't have room to judge. I just don't like heavy armor. Heavy armor does not look good on me at all. Heavy armor just does not appeal to me. Alright, so what's going on here? Well, he's got a sword and shield at least. He's got the boots, so he's got something. Impressive, eh? It took some doing, but I managed to resize Solarites. They should have afforded me excellent protection against thigh-high threats. Well, you're getting there. Anyway, let's see where this map leads. Somewhere over yonder, perhaps. Alright. Oh, hello, there's armor pieces around here. There's the headpiece. A light catches your eye, and at closer inspection you find a gallant coronet buried beneath the snow. It's like I'm searching for my relic armor all over again. What's this? Frozen blood? Trail of blood, frozen blood leads west. Well, he can use this. He can use some gear upgrades himself. Sir, got some gear upgrades for you. Not sure what item. I think the relic armor was like item level 50, so I'm not sure how well these are going to be useful to you at where we're at. But oh, was it further to the? Oh, Cessa, find anything? I found this. Sulk's coronet? And he did come here. And there was a trail of blood as well, you said? Let's follow and see where it leads. The guy's pretty impressive if he can resize a Rogadin's leggings to fit a human's. It leads toward the Dusk Vigil. Great. I think it's taking us westward. Uh-oh. He's got himself into trouble. Who do you think you are? Carol, this one looks like she can fight. I can. Now you're dead. You alright? Of course, Death's Embrace. They must have made a camp here and Silk learned of it. Wait, was that movement just now? To the west, we cannot let them escape. Boy! God, he moved fast. Holy shit, he's all the way across the map! Uh-oh. There's a thing here. End of the road. They don't seem to be carrying an Oathkeeper. Well, if nothing else, we can at least bring them to justice for their countless other crimes and ensure that they harm no more innocents. To arms, Tesla! For justice! For Sulk! I thought the coronet would help, but that speech still felt rather uninspired. No, you gotta get better. You gotta get more armor pieces. Like I had to. Your Chicherians. Wait, is Chichery? No. I don't even know what that word is. I don't even know what you said. Chicanery? Royalist dog, my void scent will feed a feast on your souls. Void scent? I'll focus on the mage. You take care of that thing, will you? Oh, you'll pay. Don't think you won't pay. I'm not afraid of your void scent. All right. Death. Did we win? I mean, by the Fury we won! That villainous scum will prey on the weak no longer. Pity that they didn't have Oathkeeper. Well, all our day's work for a pair of paladins, eh? Back to Falcon's Nest for our well-earned rest. We did quite a bit, so... No. Okay. Hello, sir. A wheel that justice is slow to turn, as we all know too well. Even Sir Imeric, who they say cares deeply for the welfare of every guardian, even he is bound by bureaucracy. It all comes back to the war at the end. If it's not the heretic or dragons, well, you know how it is. In the Forelands, well, if you head that far west without enough hired help, you've no one to blame but yourself for what happens. So when my mother's caravan was right on the road to Tailfeather, I was resigned to never knowing who to blame. Until Sulk told me all about Death's Embrace, and I realized they were the ones responsible for that and many other attacks. They chose their targets with care, preying on those who wouldn't be missed, saved by their equally powerless friends and family. But everyone deserved a champion, even the least among us are worth saving. I don't know if the remaining members of Death's Embrace have Oathkeeper, or even if they don't, it is our duty as paladins to stop them. That's what Sulk would say were he here, right? Probably. Yeah. It's been... I can't really... He's dead, so... I can't really... You know... Curious tidings, Cessa. Not long ago I received word from an acquaintance of mine, Grimold, who claims to have in possession a missive written by Silk and addressed to me. He insisted that I come collect it in person and Tailfeather, and since we haven't any leads in our search for Oathkeeper, I see no reason to deny him. Let's be off then. That sounds... Isn't he supposed to be dead? Sounds really odd. Where are we going? I appreciate you coming all this way, Constraint. I know it must seem a little odd. Frankly, it's been strange from the start. Who sends a missive with provisions when you've got Moogles running about who can do it far faster? Not to mention the fact that the bandits have been raiding caravans in Tailfeather for weeks. If it weren't for them moving on, this latest shipment would have likely never arrived. Any road. From what I can tell, it was languishing in someone's storeroom for a while. Better late than never, though, eh? What's your friend's wish that you come all this way? Read for yourself and you'll see. I left you a gift near the 100 Throws. Take it and become the man you were destined to be. Curious fellow, this Sulk. Any road. If I were you, I'd head north and find whatever it is before someone else does. Why, thanks, friend. I shall do just that. Let's head towards the Throws and see what we find, Cessa. Another piece of armor, probably. Your hunt for armor was a lot more tedious than mine was. Should be around here somewhere. You're not even looking, you're just standing there looking around. What's this? An inconspicuous box just laying out in the open. Is that a soul you found? Of the Fury it is. And look, a pair of gallant I can never say this word. Kuis? But why? Why do I feel like I'm being led by the nose? First a journal, now this missive. There's so much I wanted to ask, so much I should have asked when he was still alive. Well, it seems all too fishy for me. Where the fuck is River's Meat? Why would you go there, of all places? Maybe he's at the... Oh, maybe he's at the grave. Yeah. He's at the grave. That's why. To be honest, I never really understood why you accepted me as your pupil. What made you change your mind? What'd you see in me? And what would you have me do now for that you're gone? So it's true then. Oh, hey Jen. Papa Sean could not conceal the truth from me forever. You told me of Sulk's claims in your search. I could not believe it. I would not believe it. Yet now... Oh, my soul's shining! Not quite. What just happened? I got a light. What sorcerer is this? I have no idea. Who's this guy? He was watching you, boy. You and the soul you bear. Could he have been a minion of Death's Embrace, spying on Sulk's pupil? Perhaps they hoped Sulk's quest would end with his death, that none would attempt to reclaim the Oathkeeper in his stead. They thought I was broken when our brothers betrayed us, when they robbed us of the sword and delivered it into their keeping. But we did not give in to despair, nor will we do so now. Oathkeeper will be ours again, I swear it. I must return to Ul'dah for now. The way our souls resonated was unlike anything I've ever seen before, and I would know what it portends. Pray to continue to look after the boy, Cecil. What do you want from me? He wants your soul! I'm beginning to think I've been going about this the wrong way, Cecil. I've been trying to determine the whereabouts of Oathkeeper by retracing Sulk's steps, but honestly, how he came to pursue and die at the hands of Death's Embrace isn't nearly as important as the simple fact that he did. Death's Embrace has the sword, it's the only logical conclusion, so if we find them, we find Oathkeeper. And even if I'm mistaken, we'd be doing the world a favor by bringing them to justice. I wouldn't presume to speak for Sulk, but I'd like to think that he'd agree, don't you? Yeah. Yes, well, I suppose if we're going to find them, we had best start asking around. Though there is one thing which troubles me still. I think I need to talk with 100 Eyes. Where do these people come up with these names anyway? Did their parents hate them or something? It's like, hey, we're naming our child 100 Eyes. A moment of your time, if it please. For you, Constraint? Sure. It's about Sulk. You never told me, but how exactly did he die? You want me to paint you a bloody picture? He was murdered. I found him and I buried him. That's all you need to know. It's just that the other day I could have sworn that I... Forgive me. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't let me keep you from your labors. This guy seems suspicious. Let's resume our hunt for Death's Embrace. The fact that this guy is not telling us how he died is very off-putting. I have a feeling he's not actually dead. Death's Embrace? Those bandits who used to raid caravans bound for Tailfeather? No one's seen neither hide nor hair of them recently. What do you ask? Uldahns, eh? Maybe they ran back to warmer climes. Never understood Southrons myself. Queer folk prone to inexplicable and irrational behavior, like those buffoons who attempted to seize the protector of all things. Apparently they snuck aboard some of the airships ferrying supplies to Camp Cloudtop. Of course, the Knights drove them off. Last I heard, they had fled into the wild, screaming, "Fouls balls this!" and swiving horse huns that. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Tesla? Admittedly, we've no reason to believe these men are the ones we seek, but we've been blessed with serendipity before. There's no harm in investigating, at least. I guess not. I guess not. Okay. The Eldons who try to seize the Protector, I remember them, baffling really, signed their own death warrants for their ill-conceived attack. You can be sure that House Halienart won't allow them to leave these isles alive. Death's embrace, eh? I suppose it's possible they're the bandits you seek. You're welcome to help us hunt them down if you like. The boy too, yes? You can join my unit. Given your reputation, I think you're better suited to the van. I won't let you down. We'll gather at the Rose House. Come, let's delay no further. I'll see you there. Alright. God damn you mythos, Mistress Rye. Would that we could speak at length, but the Eldons are aware of our plans and have already fled to the east. Remember that these are desperate, dangerous men. Advance with caution and wait for reinforcements if necessary. With me. Oh boy. What's going on here? You alright? Guys suffered a lot of casualties. I forget if we can go further. Where's my buddy at? Guys alright over here? We have them trapped. He's bound to avoid sent to his will. We did what we could, but we simply didn't have the strength. I'm not afraid. Fuck your void scent. Not here, not like this! Too bad. You're dead. Well fought, Mistress Rye. Their leader was surely the toughest of the lot. Lady Laniax will be pleased to learn of our success. I shall inform her at once. How about you? What have you got there? Apparently I got these. Has some greaves. Or gauntlets, not greaves. Gauntlets? Why would a member of Death's Embrace be carrying these? There's no way you could have possibly planned this. It's too elaborate. Nay, impossible. But what other explanation could there be? We should return to Falcon's Nest. The man's clearly alive. Can't play dead. You suck at playing dead. The point of playing dead is to remain, you know, dead. He probably ditched his old armor for some new armor and said, here's my hand-me-down shit. Before we cornered the leader, we came across their camp. It was plain to see they had fallen on hard times, hence why they resorted to common banditry to survive. But isn't it strange when you think about it? I mean, if they had Oathkeeper, why not simply sell it? Surely someone would have been willing to pay for it. I'm beginning to wonder if Sulk succeeded in claiming the sword, or if Death's Embrace ever had it at all. And by the Fury, what to make of these pieces of armor? Just as I suspected, it fits perfectly. Whatever remnants of Death's Embrace there may be still be hiding in for some time, I should think. But should they dare to reveal themselves, we will finish what we started, as Sulk intended. Terrible news, Cecil. 100 Eyes has been gravely wounded. There were wolves and he fought them off as best he could, but by the time the sentries came to his aid, I went to see him earlier, but he turned me away and bid me fetch you. For the life of me, I cannot imagine why. Alright, you're gonna come clean, guy? I'll do what I can to ease the suffering. Wolves. Swiving wolves. Where can I earn it? I've earned it. So, time to settle one last account. Go to Sulk's grave. Dig it up. Take what you find and give it to the boy. Won't make up for what I did to my sworn brothers, but perhaps they'll go a ways towards redressing the balance. Of course, what we've done to the boy ain't hardly defensible, no matter what he says. Okay. I knew it. He's not dead? There's no way he's dead. This all seemed too suspicious from the get-go. Alright, what do we find? Several foams beneath the cold, hard earth, you find not a coffin, but a small chest containing a gallant surcoat. What have you done? But how can this be? Why would 100 Eyes lie to us? That bastard, I'll have answers from him and from them both. Come, we're going back to Falcon's Nest. I mean, it's understandable that he's upset. We're too late. Jenlins and I had grown worried that it has come to this. I'm sorry, there's nothing more to be done. God's damn it all. We must have words constraint. I go to Landscape. Look for me there. What was it all for? Where the hell is Landscape at? That's way over there. Are you serious? Oh my god. Is there a way to get there faster? Not really. By the time I fly over there, teleport there and fly there, it'll take me the same amount of time just to fly over here. Why do they gotta go so far out just to talk? I mean, come on. Why can't you guys use like an end room or something? You don't have to go across the whole freaking map. My comrade wishes to explain himself. Why the lie, Sulk? Aha, I knew it! I knew you weren't dead. You probably ditched your armor for some new armor. It's like, hey, here's my hand-me-down shit. That's probably what you're gonna tell me, isn't it? Was this all some sort of game to you? I had my reasons, as you will soon learn. That's a rather odd way of apologizing, Sulk. I suggest you try again. I'm sorry for deceiving you, Constraint. Faking your death, constructing an elaborate scenario for me to find your armor. To be honest, I'm as astonished as I'm offended. How could you have possibly orchestrated everything so perfectly? It doesn't matter how I did it. What matters is why I did it. Oathkeeper is but a sword constraint. True oaths are not forged in steel. They're sworn in the heart. To merely reclaim the sword will not suffice. It must be won by a worthy paladin. A worthy paladin. Only then will it and our order be restored to its former glory. I don't understand. Why not simply teach me the ways you said you would? A sultan may move a man. A master may instruct his pupil. But only when that pupil moves himself can he become a paladin. That said, I did not account for Cecil's intervention. Master Papashan, as we discussed. Very well. Oh, yours is shining. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Someone gonna explain this? The souls we paladins wield are embodiments of our will, and keeping under our oaths to grow stronger and more dominant. In the presence of a particularly pure soul, others may be compelled to yield. But when two souls cannot reconcile, when one cannot establish dominance, it can spell disaster. That seems awfully inconvenient. Oh, you have no idea. As the discordance between two souls grows, the ether builds and the souls grow unstable. Aye, their souls looked as though they were about to fit to burst with ether. Wait, you don't mean to say that their souls will be destroyed, do you? By the fury, how do we stop it? You fight. Your souls demand it. You two cannot coexist as you are. One must rise above. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We are paladins, defenders of the weak and needy. What matters is that we must face each other in battle. But if there is truly no other way, I will not renounce my oaths. I will become a paladin I was destined to be. If that means we must fight, then so be it. Oh, Lord. What is this? What's happening here? Look at that. He's got the sword, he's got the shield, he's got the full set. Come, sister. You don't know who you're getting into. There can only be one Cecil. Face me. This guy's gonna get wrecked. Of course, I knew it wouldn't be easy. This is almost sad. But I didn't get duty complete, so maybe that's not it. Why am I truly so weak? No, Constraint. Nothing can be further from the truth. You fought with honor and purpose. Do not be ashamed. Sulk. Impressive, truly impressive. Intrigue and deception that will put Lord Lolorito to shame. Tell me the truth, Sulk. The whole truth. Forget it, figured it out, have you? Do you still have the soul I left for you at the 100 throws? What? Oh, yes, here. This soul was once belonged to the first captain of the Saltsworn, the first paladin who wielded Oathkeeper. Once it shone with a resplendent light as did Oathkeeper, but now both have lost their luster. Oh, look at this guy. He's got like I said, he's got fancy sword. He's got fancy armor. I have the sword, and everything I've done, I have made you all do, has been for the sole purpose of making it shine once more. Of course, no, it's so simple. Wait, no, it's not. It's needlessly complicated. What of your soul, the one you gave to sense when you first met? I yet have it, so take it and restore Oathkeeper's light with your own. Once a man has left the Saltsworn, he cannot return. My soul will no longer suffice. All I can do now is show another the way, and ask that she do the same for her brothers and sisters. But she does not yet stand above all others. Not until she has bested me. Draw your sword, Cecilla. The time has come. Alright, for the real fight. Come, Paladin, show me your metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Man, Oathkeeper is a nice looking sword. Yes, fight and struggle, hold nothing back. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Good, but it'll not be enough, will it? I'm gonna just let Gorn Blade kill you. Yes, yes! The level 50 job quest or level 60 are a joke. At long last, a paladin who can make it shine again. What's going on now? More sorcery? Behold, Oathkeeper, bestowed upon the first captain of the Saltsworn, stolen under my watch by the minions of the Monetarists. For years I sought to reclaim it, to redeem myself for my failure. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. 30 years I aspired those ideals. 30 years I tried to live up to the example set by our founder, so revered that his very soul crystal would be set in Oathkeeper's pommel. By those legendary captains of Vel, the sword would shimmer with such brilliance that night would be as day. Yet for 30 years I wore it, it shined for me but once. That was before it was taken from me, before I forswore my oath so I could reclaim it. Cecilla, through all your trials and tribulations, you have remained true to yourself and to Eorzea. You continue to be an inspiration to us all. Come, take up Oathkeeper, raise it aloft and let it shine forth as a beacon unto all. It shines! It's too bad we don't actually get to keep it. It's a damn shame. It's a cool looking sword. You were always my first choice, Cecilla. Constraint was incentive, motivation, though in the end he proved himself to be so much more. You're a right bastard, you know that? Doing all this just to make a bloody sword shine. Praise the Lord that I found a proper mentor in Cecil. Well, I may not be the chosen one, but I'm still a free paladin. That is the path I have chosen for myself, and on it I will stay. Well said. It will not do for you to be so easily discouraged. Jen, I leave the matters here in your capable hands. You've done it again, Cecilla. Oathkeeper may not shine for me as it did for you, but perhaps in time it will. And even should it not, it will not lose heart, for a paladin's virtue is not the radiance of his blade, but in the righteousness of his actions. By what we decide to do every day, we'll be good men, or not. So, Oathkeeper is returned to the Sultan Sworn. Will you not return to us as well? Come on, guy. You completed your mission. As a friend and ally, perhaps, but not as a brother. Some bonds once broken cannot be mended. Well, you're back anyway. I thank you, Cecilla, for all you've done. How strange we must turn to a free paladin rather than one of our own to show us the way. Yet, I suppose it's not the first time, is it? So, that's it then? You're leaving? Old Dawn beckons, and besides, I've nothing left to teach you. Then I wish you well in your journey, and pray that you find happiness there. I'm coming back, you know. There's an awful lot of work to be done in Falcon's Nest, and I did make a promise to 100 Eyes. Oh, then I shall see you when you return. We should head back too, Cecilla. I'm still not sure what it was all for, but it seems to have ended well enough. I suppose you ought to get back to your grand adventures and to me to my paladining, or whatever it is you call it. It's definitely not paladining. Right then, it's been a pleasure, Cecilla. Oh, but I warn you, next time we cross blades, I mean to win. Fairly well. Let's hope. You got a lot of work to do to catch up to me. Nice! Alright, I go back to Jen now. Okay. Alright, Jen, what is next? Tournament of the Century. Ah, Cecilla, precisely the woman I wish to see. I have something in my care for you. What you got? Invitation to a fighting tournament to be held at the Coliseum. Not just any tournament, mind you, but the prestigious Ul Cup.
founded by His Royal Majesty Sasagan Sisagan, the first Sultan of Ul'dah. 'Tis nigh as old as the nation itself. Unless you wonder why you're unfamiliar with what's so old and prestigious a tournament, it's because it has not been held in generations. At the Sultana's behest, it has been revived, and she now extends an invitation to Eorzea's finest swordsmen. It stands the reason that your name would appear among this exalted company, and doubt not but that her grace shall be pleased for your participation. So, can we expect you to fight in the tournament? Sure. Where do I sign up? Wonderful, but witnessing you in combat, I dare say all of us in Sultan Sworn, both fresh recruits and veterans alike, still stand to gain something in our duty to protect. The champion will be awarded a tome set to hold the secret techniques of the first captain of the Sultan Sworn. With such an enticing prize on offer, and no small number of invitees have already confirmed their participation, I myself included. You should confirm yours as well by making yourself known to the tournament registrar on the Royal Promenade. Alright. This seems interesting. Let's go confirm our invitation. Greetings to you, good madam. You are come to enter the Ul'dah. Your invitation, if you would be so kind. Yes, everything appears to be in order. On behalf of the committee, I bid you welcome to the tournament. Wait, you're participating too? Didn't think that I might have the chance to cross blades with a fabled hero such as you. The tournament cannot begin soon enough. You needn't wait long, for the opening ceremony will begin any time now. I'm told a number of participants have already gathered before the Gladiators Guild. Might you like to join them? Sure. Let's go mingle with our would-be combatants. Let's get on over to the Gladiators Guild. And have a little chat before we begin. Oh, it's constrained here. Cecil, it's good to see you. Am I correct in assuming that you are participating in the tournament? Yes. Wonderful. Raw though I still am, I also received an invitation. Captain Jen's work, I suspect, but know that I do not intend to simply make up the numbers. Since we last met, I've trained myself without cease. Such improvements I have made, I hope to demonstrate to you in a rematch. Let's hope, because you were pretty on the weak side. Oh, look at this foreboding guy. You got business with me. Too bad I got none with you. Leave me be and find someone else to bother, like Mila. You're fighting in the tournament? You look pretty strong, but it's Black Atlas that's gonna win. That's Lotus. Black Lotus. Yeah, what he said. He's the strongest and he always protects me. If you find him, you better watch out. Oh, that guy looks foreboding. Cecil, have you spoken with the captain? He is holding on to your invitation. Already entered? Marvelous. We are all looking forward to witnessing your skill at arms. And if the gods are good, I shall witness them up close and personal. Handle up! What's going on? Cecil, a pleasure as always. Are you perchance entering the tournament? Well, then this has become infinitely more interesting. Lest you wonder, I am joining the field as a representative of the Temple Knights. For the honor of our order, I have every intention of winning. Do not hold back, my friend, because neither will I. And Franz. And what can I do for you this most beauteous of evenings? Shall I sign your flyer from my mark, perhaps? No. A contestant? Really? Well then, you would do well to pray not to be drawn against me, because before my beauteous skills, your defeat is all but assured. What kind of sword is that? It looks like a weird looking sword. Huh. Alright. Hey Mila. It's been ages. Well, if it isn't Cecila, that you would visit us at this juncture could only mean one thing. You're entering the Ul'dah. Yes. Good, good. You're one of our very best, and it pleases me to see you continue seeking new challenges. And mark my words, this will be a challenge like the likes of which you have never experienced. This tournament brings together the realm's finest. If you're to rise above them, nothing else than complete preparation will suffice. Speaking of preparation, have you been apprised of the rules? No. Now allow me to explain. The tournament is elimination. You lose, you go home. You win, you advance to the next round. And it goes until a champion emerges. Combatants are initially divided into two groups, Null and Thal. Sounds fancy, but they're simply labels given to two branches of the tournament tree. Look, Cecila, one of your potential opponents. Knowing has half the battle, and you do well learning all you can of the competition. Ho ho! If it isn't the woman who forged me my winglet, tis a fine what? Oh, the bronze bull. That's right, man. I haven't seen him since the blacksmith. The blacksmith job quest. Tis a fine weapon. I am wholly satisfied with it, but don't think that this earns you a favor should you meet in this tournament. Indeed, any less than my all would be an affront to the both blade and blacksmith. Yes, I was right. Oh dear, is that time already? The opening ceremony is about to commence. Shall we then? Ladies and gentlemen, today I bid you welcome to the Coliseum for a truly special event. It gives me great pleasure to call upon Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo. What's wrong with you? Generations ago, my ancestor Sasagan Ul Sisigan founded a tournament to celebrate the skill of our nation's finest swordsmen. 100 years have passed since it was last held. By this declaration, I do hereby revive the Ul Cup. Let it be known that all proceeds from this event shall go towards our continuing refugee relief efforts. My dear combatants, my fellow citizens, and I look forward to an inspiring performance from all of you. May Nalthal give strength to your sword arms. Oh. Thank you, Your Grace. Next, I'll invite Master Adrian, Coliseum columnist for the Mithril Eye, to share some insights into our combatants. What are your impressions of the field, Adrian? Well, Dower, I'd say it's as diverse a field as I've ever seen on the Blood Sands. In addition to everyone's favorite gladiators and your friendly neighborhood Sultan Sworn, we have an Ishgardian knight as well as an acclaimed adventurer. Truly a colorful cast of characters, all of whom bring their unique take on swordplay, with such an eclectic mix of fighting styles of clashing. Would you say that we're in for a veritable treat for the senses? Yes, I would, Dower. At this stage, it's anyone's guess who will claim the title, but one thing is certain. When the match battle begins, we cannot afford to bat your eyelids. Keep watching this space, for the preliminary rounds are about to begin. Oh, that's a great introduction. Oh, good. Tournament time. It begins, Cecila. There are 8 combatants in each group, meaning you must triumph in 3 bouts in order to advance to the final. And then your opponent for your first battle is Bartholomew the Sultan Sworn. Defeat him, you'll next face the victor in another pairing, and so on. Needless to say, each encounter will be more difficult than the last. But one fight at a time. The tournament registrar will call you when it's time to take the Blood Sands. Go now and good luck. Alright. Ha! To think that I'll draw for you my very first opponent. I thank the heavens even as I curse them. Huh! But no matter who my opponent may be, I shall fight with all my being. For the pride of the Sultan Sworn, I see you on the Blood Sands, my friend. It's time, my lady. Pray see your final preparations and let me know when you're ready to proceed. I am all ready to go. Are you ready to enter the arena? Begins in the first match of the Thal group. Bartholomew takes on Cecila Rai. Combatants, ready your arms. No holding back, my friend. For the pride of the Sultan Sworn. I wish Paladins had. I wish I had that ability. How about this? Ugh. I'm not afraid of you, Bartholomew. And the winner is Cecil. In the next match, Cecil and the Bronze Bull will fight for the prize. All right. You do well to not underestimate me. Time for a technique I created to quench the Hellfire Phoenix. Oh. You dropped pools of shit. Rude. And just to stop Bronze Bull's furious charge. Now the final match of the fall group, Handaloff versus Cecil Arai. Let's see who we have the honor of finding the old cup final. Come my friend, let's fight for all of our strength, the sight of the fury. I'll show you a technique forged in blood and ice. I'm used to this kind of thing. Buddy, did you not see me go through the vault? I am the sword and the shield that defends Ishgard. Bear witness to my resolve. Oh, that my most potent attack should be thwarted, but the match isn't over yet. And Sessa defeats Handelop to claim victory in the final group. In the Thal group, not final. Whoa, that was fun. That concludes all the matches for the Thal group, and what a heart-stopping encounters they were. Verily, Dower, the crowd expected it, and the combatants delivered, not least of all the group winner Cecil Rai, who carved a convincing path to the final. Shall we retrace our steps for those who came in late? You read my mind. First, Cecil's first match pitted her against Bartholomew. The Sultan Sworn fought with heart, but in the end he was outclassed by the star adventurer. Though he can take pride in his effort, unfortunately he had to take his leave of the tournament. There was no getting past Cecil, who went on to face the hulking bronze bull. A veteran of countless matches here in the Colosseum, you could say he had the ground advantage. From the onset, the man brought his prodigious strength to bear, unleashing wave upon wave of punishing attacks, but Cecil calmly weathered them all to emerge the victor. With that, she advanced to the Thal group's final match against Handelop of the Temple Knights. Employing blistering techniques seldom seen this side of Eorzea, the Ishgardian visitor looked dangerous indeed. The truth be told, for a moment there, I feared for Cecil, but the adventurer dug deep to secure victory, and a place in the Ul Cup final. The mere memory sets my heart racing like a runaway chocobo. Take deep breaths, my friend, for there's still more excitement to come. The Null group matches are due to commence shortly, with the likes of First Sword and Mila taken to the Blood Sands. What have I done to deserve such a treat? I won't be missing these matches, and neither should any of you. It's like watching a sports game with all the commentators. It all unfolds as anticipated. Good. Who are these guys? The free paladin I told you about is living up to expectations, That she is. Keep up your winning ways, my friend, and win us a fortune. Oh, good. These guys look scheming. Cecil, you are magnificent. Our match will remain etched in my memory and inspire me always. I had absolutely no answer to you. Such precious things you must have protected to become so strong. You'd be surprised. As you know, we Sultan Sworn live to protect her grace. By any measure, this is a vital duty, and every do I strive to be worthy of the role. But crossing swords with you this day has given me to think that perhaps it is not enough. Whatever it is I yet lack, mayhap I'll find it witnessing you. I thought I had something of a chance, but I was clearly getting ahead of myself. You gave me a thorough schooling, and I mean to take the lesson to heart. Though my tournament may be over, I shall remain in Ul'dah to watch the matches to come. And I believe I'll speak for all of us here when I wish the best of luck. Our hopes go with you now, my friend. Oh, a woman named Milo was looking for you. If you haven't already spoken with her, mayhap you should seek her out. Okay. What's up, Mila? A place in the final! I knew you had it in you, but to witness it all unfold was nothing short of awe-inspiring. The winner of the Null group will square off against you for the title, and suffice it to say, I intend to be that person. I shall see to it that a match between us becomes a reality, and I hope that I can count on your support. Well, let's hope. The Null group matches are about to begin. As you will eventually be fighting one of us, I suggest you watch every match closely. The tournament ushers outside will grant you access to the viewing gallery. Now then, I'd best set about my preparations. Let's speak again later. Okay. Greetings, my lady. We watch the Null group matches. Yes. Let's see what these people are all about. And so the Null group has been pared down to 2 combatants. While we wait for their match to begin, let's look over at the group's notable encounters. The first round, local darling Franz the Fair crossed blades of constraint, the free paladin of Ishgard. Though the pundits tipped Franz as the outright favorite, the younger constraint refused to be cowed, and tenaciously staying in the game before landing a single mighty blow that ended the proceedings. Undoubtedly, one of the upsets of the tournament, and most upsetting for all the maidens the realm over. By that victory, Constraint booked a meeting with First Sword Mila, who had predictably triumphed in her own opening match. For those of you who are banking on another upset, however, it was not to be. From the opening moments, it was plain from his sluggish movements that Constraint's earlier exertions had taken their toll. Meanwhile, the First Sword was all business. While through her textbook perfect technique and methodical maneuvering, she took firm control from the halfway mark and didn't let go until her opponent was on his knees. I believe preparations for the tournament's penultimate match are in order. Mila, First Sword of the Gladiators Guild, will take up the arena against Black Lotus, the mystery contestant who has soundly defeated all comers. Corners. This will be interesting. Guard break. Who's this guy? He's got a fancy sword. Black Lotus advances to the Yule Cup final. And another nail-biting clash, the First Sword showed her class against an unknown opponent. However, Black Lotus kept up with her blow for blow and seemingly out of nowhere clinched victory from it with a magnificent parry. So sublime was the timing, it caused in my mind the Sword of Nald. And now that you mention it, I can definitely see a resemblance. And with that sublime strike, our second World Cup finalist has been decided. Sasarai will take on the mysterious Black Lotus in battle that promises to go down in the Coliseum. Nay, old Dawn history. Please look forward to it. I know I will. Oh. This will be an exciting match. I can't wait! She lost! Mila lost! Bah, so much for the lauded First Sword. What will we do? The Black Lotus could ruin everything. If he ends up winning the tournament, we'd be neck deep in debt paying what's owed. Fret not, my friend. We already know the Black Lotus strings. As a matter of fact, we are pulling them as we speak. Truly? Do I not always say one can never have too many guarantees? I know it. These guys are scheming bastards. Hey there, Franz. To think that one more beauteous than me should be found in Ishgard. Well, there's not for it but to try harder and grow more beauteous. Beauteous. I can never say that word. That Black Lotus fellow, though. There was something familiar about him. A beauteous ferocity, I'd swear I've seen it before, but I cannot remember where. Oh, could it be, what's his name? That we haven't seen in ages? Marla is truly a complete fighter. When she gave me an area flaw or opening to exploit, I could see why she is a guild master. Well, my little campaign may be over. I take heart in the knowledge that yours continues. I shall pray for your victory. Okay. From technique to sheer strength, that Black Lotus was a class above me in all aspects. What's more, he fought with a ferocious style that resembled... But never mind that. Dwelling on it won't change the result, and I was bested in the fair contest, and shall give credit to where it is due. My only regret is I could not meet you in the final, Cecila. False duty now to bring pride to our guild's name. Oh, after the match, Black Lotus came and said he wished to word with you. The way he mentioned your name gave me the impression that he knew you, but then again, many people do. At any rate, I don't see any harm in obliging the man. If you can spare a moment, he asked that you come to the quicksand. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. By the way, if you hear pounding, ignore it. They're renovating the house next to me, and since we live in a townhouse, we share the building, which is unfortunate. So yeah, you could probably hear that. That sounds pretty loud, so I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do about it. All right. Gotta go to the quicksand. I'm pretty sure I have a good idea who it is, but you know, maybe we could be surprised. I mean, who else would come here at this table? Yeah, I think it's my mic's picking up the pounding. You can threaten me all you like, but I ain't pulling out. It's poor form, see? Well, far be it from me to ruin your form, but there's a trivial matter I will bring to your attention. You bastard! Very trivial, yes. I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Uh-oh. What's going on here? You were listening, eh? Don't worry, it's something I can't handle. Look, I know I asked you to come here, but something's come up. We'll have to do this another time. This seems awfully suspicious. Oh my god, get me out of here! Good lord. That's not my sprint button. Well, did you meet Black Lotus? Postponed, you say? I wonder what he wanted. Nowhere else, he could always try chatting in the arena. It would hardly be the first time folk got talkative in battle. I must say, though, the disappointment of elimination is swiftly giving way to anticipation. I look forward to seeing you clash with Black Lotus, and needless to say, come away with the win. It's time since the Ul Cup final. You have what it takes to win, just fight as you always do, and the rest will follow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my regret to inform you that Black Lotus has withdrawn from the match. In the absence of an opponent, the winner of the Ul Cup final sets a right by default. Hey, you don't think those rumors could be true, do you? What, that Black Lotus is Aldi, the gladiator who was banished from the Colosseum? Seems a little far-fetched, but you never know these things. In an unexpected turn of events, Black Lotus, the winner of the Null group, has withdrawn. I repeat, Black Lotus has withdrawn. 12 in a tangle, what in blazes is going on? We'll relay further information as soon as more becomes available. Please bear with us. Oh, what the fuck? What is the meaning of this? Apologies, my lady, but I'm as much in the dark as you are. It was the tournament registrar who spoke that Black Lotus with Black Lotus in the matter. Not even the organizers have full grasp of the situation. It is uncommon for combatants to withdraw from a match, but when it does happen, more often than not, something illicit is afoot. So, while some might consider default to be the sweetest word, I know that you do not. An unearned victory such as this rings hollow and brings you no satisfaction. As such, I have a mind to delve into what will certainly prove to be some dark places. May I rely on your help? Good. To begin with, let's go ask the tournament registrar about this conversation with Black Lotus. Yes, my lady. Black Lotus came and informed that he no longer wished to fight. This happened shortly after you entered the anteroom. I assumed he would follow suit, but instead he declared his withdrawal. Stunned as I was by the time I had gathered my wits and thought to ask for his reason, he had spun on his heels and left. He was heading in the direction of Pearl Lane, I believe. If you wish to speak with him, I suggest you take your search there. Alright. Let's go find this guy. Can't just go in the tournament fight and leave me hanging like that. Bet your ass I'm gonna chase you down. Where you at? Well, I'd say it's time to come clean. Sharp as you are, you've probably seen through the masquerade anyway. Cecila, it's good to see you again. As myself, at any rate. You weren't very secretive. Let me guess, the heartbroken maiden demands to know why I abandoned her at the arena. I'll tell you that and more besides, but this stays between us, understood? Since you took care of business at Leovold and I left Ul'dah, I've been roaming the land like a proper vagabond, in the course of which I helped a child in need. You've already met the little scamp. I came upon him one day, all on his lonesome, his face caked in dirt. I was a war orphan, like so many out there. Upon learning what I did for a living, he decided that he must learn swordplay and begged me to teach him. Wouldn't take no for an answer, the stubborn bugger, and he's been following me around ever since. Now those that came to me with threats that they mistook the boy for my own and took him hostage and demanded I pull out of the tournament. If it were just my own head, I wouldn't think twice about risking it, but I won't gamble with someone else's life. The boy may not be my flesh and blood, but he's in danger on my account, and here we are. What can I say? Despite of myself, I've taken to the rascal. I knew it was you from the moment we fought. Mila, my dear, you're as ravishing as ever. Spare me. All this time you couldn't bestir yourself to send a single goddamn letter. Yeah, easy on the anger now. Twould be right shame to line that beautiful face with wrinkles. That's neither here nor there. Now tell me why you've returned. As hasty as ever, too, I see. If you must know, rumors had reached me of a free paladin named Cecila whose skills were beyond compare. Precisely how far beyond compare had her skills become, I simply had to see. Nay, test for myself, so I made my way back to Ul'dah. When I arrived, I learned that the prestigious Ul Cup had been revived. If Cecil enters, I'd get my wish. If she doesn't, I'd just have to settle for winning the tournament and resume my wanderings. With a little help from an old friend, I acquired an invitation and found myself a suitably menacing full-face helm. Before being something of a pariah, I wouldn't do what you've seen, as you see. If you went through all the effort for the sake of fighting Cecil, why did you withdraw? Simply put, to make way for money. Not mine, mind you, but someone else's. As you know, a tournament of the scale sees stupendous sums of coin moved, and there are some who stop at nothing to ensure that it moves their way. Well, it turns out that Black Gloves was standing in between an especially unscrupulous crew and their fortune, so they took my boy and threatened his life. Boy? Aye, well, it's a rather embarrassing tale. Let's save it for after I'm a few tankards in. Someone wants you to win, Cecil, at all costs. While I do not disagree with their choice of champion, their methods do not sit well with me. But I'm afraid the rest will have to wait. The danger hasn't passed. Though I did as I was told, they haven't kept their part of the bargain. I mean to mount a rescue, and for this I could use your help. I know I can count on you. First of all, we must track down these max-fixing, child-abducting villains. For the sake of haste, let us split up and investigate. If you could ask after shady sorts in these parts, I'll see to the nearby areas. Child? What the hell did he... Huh. Shady sorts taking wages in the Old Cup? I haven't seen any myself, but safe to say they're out there. It's Ul'dah after all. Alright, what about down here? What? You here laugh at me? Well, there's plenty around here hoping to strike rich quick. Don't know any bookmakers myself. Don't have the coin for it. But someone's bound to. Well, you look very, suspicious. Gambling? Match fixing? What are you talking about? You're very kidnapping? Oh, God's internet, they go to that. Ah, me and my big mouth. Alright, I'll tell you what I know. Least I can do to clear my conscience. This black market bookmaker, he has no established base, the better to avoid the authorities, but right now he has a lack in your gate of fall. Say to the fellow, doubts the truth, and he'll tell you where to go. Now leave me be, and you didn't hear any of this from me. Doubt the truth, okay. Sir, I gotta doubt the truth. Of course, I don't have my keyboard, and this is a full sentence, so this is annoying. Where's my keyboard? Gotta reach for it. Okay. Doubt the truth. Oh, a customer. Collecting, are you? Then it's over by the Sultan tree. Just so you know, it might be a bit busy, a bit noisy. My mate there's babysitting at the moment. Thanks for telling me. Now, I'm off to ruin your plans. Yeah? What do you want? Your clothes, your boots, and your chocobo. The child! I want the child. One of all these? Get her! I ain't afraid of you. Dead. The child is unharmed. Uncle Aldi, I'm sorry, if only I was stronger. There's nothing a little training won't fix. By the way, have you thanked Cecil here yet? Oh, right. Thanks for saving me, Cecil. First I thought you were one of the crooks, but you're really a nice person. Oh, and you're really strong as well. I'm gonna train real hard. I'm gonna train hard so I can be strong too, and I can look after myself. Allow me to thank you as also, my friend. Unless you wonder, I haven't been... Oh my god. Interruptions. I hate interruptions. I hate interruptions. Oh, where was I? Oh, unless you wonder, I haven't been idle. I haven't been idle either. I managed to find solid evidence implicating the sellsword Ode, our friend whom you saw me having a chat with. The brass blades have been alerted to his shenanigans, and he'll trouble us no more. Wait, did that boy just call you uncle? Aye, well, I'm a little too far gone to be his playmate. What of it? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you assumed he was, you know. That certainly explains your black mood. To prevent further misunderstanding, he isn't mine. A chance to help him and he became fast friends as all. Oh. Oh, well, it's not like I cared or anything. It's just, given how long you were gone, I would have been surprised, is all. How long was he been gone to have a child? At his age. It takes a lot longer than that to grow them this big. This is nothing to laugh about. But it is. At any rate, all's well that ends well. It's just a pity the dream match between me and Cecil could not be. Don't be so quick to give up. You're evidence that you're being threatened, have you not? I believe there's a good chance we can still make it happen. The Old Cup generated such excitement as the Coliseum has not seen in generations. The organizers would have to be hopeless fools to forego the chance to crown it off with a grand finale. I will lodge a formal petition in my capacity as Guildmaster. The match will take place, just you watch. That's my Mila. As brilliant as you are beautiful. The first sword's as good as her word, my friend. Our match is a guaranteed thing. When we finally meet in the arena, let us hold nothing back. And no hard feelings if I win, yes? I will go and entrust this young one to take care of the brass blades. Probably come and see me at the guild afterwards. Oh boy, this will be interesting. Alright, Gladiators Guild. Hello, Maida. My thanks sir, with your help, not only were we able to save all these as boy, we may yet spare the tournament an unceremonious end. All that remains is to convince the organizers to host the final. Knowing them, though, I won't require much convincing. On the subject of the boy, I would thank you to keep my little misunderstanding to yourself. Now then, it must be about my business. Until such time as the match is confirmed, and take what rest you can. You will need it. It's official, Cecil. The Coliseum has agreed to host the World Cup final anew. In the interest of maintaining excitement, things are already in motion. Unless you wonder, Odd has since been apprehended by the Brass Blades and cannot hinder the proceedings. Aldi has been informed and makes ready even as we speak, and you should likewise see to your own preparations. When all is in order, the tournament registrar will escort you to the arena. Suffice to say, I shall be cheering on you from the viewing gallery. Good luck, Cecil, and give Aldi a kiss from me. With the rim of your shield. Huh. Nice cover-up. No, I'm good. This is it, my lady. No more sudden changes of plan. Are you ready to proceed? Ladies and gentlemen, finally, at long last, the moment we've all been waiting for is here, the World Cup final. They changed swords. Before this starts, I want to know something. Is it true Black Lotus is actually Aldi the Sword of Nald? What? Black Lotus, I must ask you to remove your helm. Those balls, it's really him. What'll happen now? Nothing will happen. That's what. Once expelled, a gladiator may not fight in the Coliseum again. There'll be no match. Aye, that's right. All this time it was me. I'm the last person who needs to be reminded of my own banishment. If you wish to call off the final, then so be it. I'll not argue. Nonetheless, I ask you this. Will you not let Cecil and I fight? We promise to give you a match that the bards shall long sing of. Oh, come on! One of the greatest swordsmen of our age is about to cross swords with a fabled hero, and you have to even think about it. Everyone here must be aching to see them fight. Is that not so? If there is any indication of dishonest conduct, I shall take his head myself. I'll give them a chance, I say. Remember the incredible performance they've given us thus far, and imagine how much finer it will be. The first sword speaks true. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. It would be a crying shame for it to end like this. Aye, listen to Mila. I came here for a fight on. I want one, damn it. Me too. I've watched all day since I was a lad, and I want to watch him fight again. Let it happen, rules be damned. You have no objections, Tesla. I must confess, I too have waited to match with bated breath. There will be time enough afterwards to revisit past misdeeds. There you have it, Aldi. You have the blessing of all present. Don't ever change, Mila. Come, Cecil, your opponent is a sort of null. Finally! I get to fight this guy! The blessings of not all too many words now made the Old Cup final. Come, Cecil, show him what you can do. Let's see if we can dodge my specialty. Here's something new to knock you off your feet. Ugh. Stay put for me, will ya? Storm the battle and devour all before you. Haha! That guy's nuts! Uh-oh. Whew! I just got out of that. And the champion of the Old Cup, the greatest swords in the realm, is Cecil. That was exciting. A magnificent performance from start to finish. Such exquisite blade work I have seldom beheld. Now then, perchance you have heard that the champion would be awarded of a rare tome, one which holds secrets of the secret techniques of the first captain of the Sultan's Sworn. Papa Sean, if you would be so kind. If I might speak plain, your grace. The tome does not exist. Ha! Well, I see what you did there, Master Papa Sean. You revived not only Sultan Sisagon's tournament, but his vision as well. Seems a bit history lesson is in order. During his reign, Sultan Sisagon invited swordsmen of all lands to Ul'dah to fight with his own elite in tournaments. In time, such tournaments came to attract sellswords, giving rise to a national institution, the grand diversion that is the Colosseum. While that was a defining development for Ul'dah, historians believe that, in bringing together expert swordsmen, the Sultan's true intent was to advance the gladiatorial arts. But when the balance of power shifted away from the royalists, the royal house lost access to the enormous funds needed to host grand tournaments. The revival of the Old Cup, the promise of a non-existent prize, all of it was an emulation of Sultan Sisagon's vision. You're most perceptive, Aldi. The true purpose in bringing together the highest names in swordplay was to raise the gladiatorial arts higher, as the Sultan once did. And though we walk in his footsteps, our destination lies a little farther. For it is my hope that not only Ul'dah, but Eorzea as a whole is strengthened. From the Garlean menace to the beast tribes and their primals, the realm was faced with numerous threats. If we were to protect our homes and loved ones, we must keep our blades sharp and our shields strong. Forgive me, your grace. Had you known there was neither a tome nor technique, I feared you would not be consent to the tournament. You should have consulted me from the first. As it stands, we must needs find another means of rewarding our champion. My dear Cessla, speak unto me your desire. I shall do mine utmost to bestow it. A pardon for LD. Come on, the guy's been through enough. A noble request befitting your kind-hearted self. Ere granted, however, there is one thing I would know. I am given to understand you were sentenced to exile for being party to bribery. Is this true? It is, your grace. I see. Very well, then. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Ulda, do hereby absolve you of all crimes. Our unfair nation has need of men of your strength and skill, now more than ever. It would be unconscionable to cast you aside. And to the champion Cessla, I offer my joyous congratulations. Your victory this day shall long remain in our hearts and minds. Though the tournament has come to a close, I pray that all of you shall ever strive to raise your art higher, for the good of all the realm. It's a happy endings all around. God damn. I think this is the shortest batch of job quests we've had yet for levels 70 through 80. Or 60 through 70. Not 70 through 80. You're even stronger than Uncle Aldi. If I'm gonna challenge you one day, I'm gonna have to train extra hard. Now, why'd you get your armor? I liked your armor better. God damn it, guy. To think that such motive existed for the tournament. We gladiators too must endeavor to do our part for the greater good of the realm. Hear, hear, my dear. But the things one must do to arrange a simple match with Cessla. Judging by how quickly you've improved in my short time away, had we fought but a short few days earlier, I like to think I would have come out on top. So, I'm good to return to the Colosseum? You have her Grace's personal endorsement. I said it's about as good as one can get, and as a finalist in the Old Cup, you will draw decent crowds. We'd be glad to have you back. Ha! I never dreamed that this day would come. Well, I suppose I'll resume my wanderings. What? You're given a royal pardon, yet you're leaving Ulda again? Mila, you watched Cessla and I fight. For all my training during my travels, all the hardships I subjected myself to, I was no match for her. This plan I must still want for experience, for knowledge and skill, and I won't be at peace until I gain it. Surely you understand this? Yes, but... Worry not, Mila. I'll visit whenever I can. After all, there's a filly back home who whinnies incessantly after me. Huh. And you, my free paladin friend. Not only did you oblige me with a match, you rescued my boy and defended my honor besides. For that, I cannot thank you enough. I learned much more from our encounter, and I should be glad if you got something out of it also. Keenly do I look forward to our next meeting. We can simply square off with no complicating factors to distract us. Maybe one day. Nice. Alright. Now, obviously, I still have to get to level 80, and I also have to do the last... I can finally do the final batch of role quests. And since I'm the perfect job to do it, since the job in question involves a paladin, this is perfect for me. So, once I'm level 80, and I've done the role quests, I will be back to finish off Paladin. Alright, we are level 80. The role quests are done. So Jen, what's going on, lad? Worth fighting for. Vincent Cessla, how fare you, my friend? Still keeping you up your training, I trust. The Sultan Soren have not been idle either. Seeking ways to better serve our nation, we have joined hands with the Gladiators Guild. We train with one another, helping to hone each other's sword arms. The guild even dispatches its members to assist us in guarding the palace. None of this would have been possible without the First Sword Milo's cooperation. She's a dedicated woman, dedicated to her art and to her own, and I have utmost respect and admiration for her. So it was with deep concern that I noticed that something troubles her of late. Whereas before she was amiable, she has become given to brooding silences. I considered offering to lend an ear, but as a relatively new acquaintance, I did not wish to appear overly familiar. But you, Sansa, you are her close friend. You may not seek her out and inquire after the source of her consternation. What kind of word is that? Alright, I'll go talk to her. She's probably all bummed out that Aldi is out wandering again. Alright, Lidas, what's going on with you? Oh, it's you, Tesla. It's been a while. What brings you here today? Is everything alright? What's this all of a sudden? Of course I'm... Nah, I won't sell our intelligence by lying to you. Or your intelligence. I see, it's Aldi. He's returned to Ul'dah. He's been pardoned, so he has every right to be here. Right? But it's just... I just don't understand what's going through his mind. What's going on? Oh ho, if it isn't the very one I've been longing to see. That Aldi? What the hell? He's dressed as a samurai. What? Greetings, Cecil. You look well for someone who's been raising hells in the world over. I see you traded in your sword for a katana. I see my attire intrigues you. That's a nice attire, actually. That's super nice. When I took my leave after the Ul Cup, I believe I said something to the effect of still having much to learn. That's what I've been doing. Learning. I remember that the elderly samurai was making short work of our gladiators, so I decided to the Far East and train in his style. You never cared for convention or tradition. Is it any wonder you were confused to see you actually looked the part? Huh, I suppose you're right, but you have to admit, Mila, I look pretty good in this. So, Cecil, how about you and I have a bout? For old time's sake. Sure, why not? You're one of a kind, you and I. When we see a mighty foe, we can't resist the urge to test ourselves. Now, as much as I fancy a rematch in the Coliseum, we'll have to settle for a humbler venue this time. Let's see. How about Scorpion Crossing outside the gate of the Sultana? There's space there, if not a lot of people to watch our glorious match. Oh, don't you think about fighting in the city? If you must feed your vanity, I'll attend as witness. At the very least, I can explain the situation to the brass blade should they appear. Thanks, I appreciate it. And there you have it, Tesla. I'll see you at Scorpion Crossing. Huh. Well, what can you do? Which gate is that out of? That's out of Western Thanalan. Okay. That's right, he mentioned Gate of the Sultana. Duh. Alright. I've been looking forward to this. Come, my friend, let's begin. Can't wait to see this match. No. I'm glowing. What's going on here? Impossible. What's happening here? I'm glowing. He's shaking. Wow. How did you become so strong? Found something I couldn't bear to lose. Found something worth protecting. Oh, these are good responses. These, they have nothing really. Found something worth protecting. What did we find worth protecting? Our friends? The first? Found something I couldn't bear to lose. Our life? I don't understand what we oh. Found something I couldn't bear to lose. You journeyed to another world and you found something you couldn't bear to lose? He's hesitating. Aldi, what's the meaning of this? There's no point. As I am, I don't stand a chance against Tesla. You would admit defeat before you even fought? It's unseemly I, but because of my training, I've come to know Mila. Come to know the power of resolve and the difference it makes. Forgive me. I need a moment alone. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Found something we couldn't bear to lose. What couldn't we not bear to lose? I don't remember that. This has nothing to do with Brandon. This isn't the LD I know. He never once backed down from a fight. I don't doubt that you've grown stronger since we last met. But so has LD. That's why he challenged you, to put his training to the proof. Yet by that self-same training, you could see that he was no match for you. I don't know what to say. Well, there's no use pondering things here. Let's return to the guild. That's it? That's very anticlimactic. Come on, you can't do that. No, there's gotta be more to this. Come on, I was so eager to see the fight. You can't do this to me. A samurai versus a free paladin? Aldi hasn't returned. I won't be surprised if he's left Ul'dah again. It won't be the first time he's disappeared as quickly as he's arrived. Don't blame yourself. The problem is Aldi's and Aldi's alone. It's up to him to resolve it, however long it may take. At any rate, don't feel compelled to linger on his account. I'm sure you have much demands on your time. Come and visit again when you have the chance. Sorry for taking off like that. Oh, he ditched his Eastern garb. Now he's back to his old stuff. Truth be told, I'm ashamed to show my face, but there's something I needed to tell you. After I left, I thought long and hard on your words. What you said made you strong. It led me to ask myself, what is it that I wish to protect? And you found your answer? I did. Fool that I am, it took me a long time and I finally realized what it was always close by. Aldi. Oh. Is he confessing? Mila, this is embarrassing for me to say, but that which is dearest to me that I cannot bear to lose is the Gladiators Guild. Ha! Let her on. What? The old guildmaster, he was as a father to me. This place is as a home. No matter where my path may lead, the guild will always welcome me with open arms. I realize that now. Y'all do you. You! So, if I'm to protect the guild, it means, well, you know. It means I have to be at the guild. So from today, I'm giving up the itinerant life. After all these years of coming and going as you please, sitting near your word, you think you can just stay here? You've got a gnawed nerve. Well, in my life, I didn't know better. I'd say you were worried about me. Shut your mouth if you wish to stay here, then do as you like. That's what you're good at. That is a grimace I'll know and love. There truly is no place like home. But just aside, Cecil, because of you, I finally realized what's important to me. And for that, I give you my thanks. From here on, I'll watch over the guild while I continue honing my skills. Who knows, if I work hard, I might even become the first sword one day. Not in your life. No one would entrust the guild to a selfish bastard such as you. Skills or no, you're starting from the bottom like the rest. Aye, aye, whatever you say. Well, it's good seeing you, my friend. Do come and visit again. From now on, you know where to find me. Oh, right. He's here for good. So, well, there he is. Nice! Alright. So, that is the end of the levels 50 through 80 Paladin job quests. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next part. Later.